Hi, and welcome back. This is Rob Thomas, your Everything Microsoft Chief Cloud Architect. And today we're going to jump into part two of topics, Copilot Studio, how topics work. I'm going to go a little bit more depth. And I'm going to really start talking about variables and entities, explain it at a very high level. But without further ado, let's give a shout out to our sponsor. And that is going to be the Enterprise Software Solution, the Software Dudes. For any of your Microsoft SQL Server, Windows Server, Azure, Copilot, Microsoft 365, Microsoft Dynamics needs, I highly recommend you reach out to these guys for any of your challenging Microsoft issues. You need some questions. They are located here in the US and they are wonderful. Highly recommend you see their existing customers. I'm a customer, I'm a partner. I love these guys. You just go ahead to the top screen right here and you click on schedule a meeting to schedule your meetings with them. You can look at their calendar, see what they have on their calendar, what's going to work. And then you could schedule a time and meet with the team. All right, now let's jump into your AI agent and really talk about using variables and entities, right? So you've built an AI agent that can talk, right? So we've done that in previous videos and we're pretty comfortable. Now, how does it get past the small talk? Like, how does it remember your name, capture a dollar amount, or track if you said yes or no to a crucial question? The secret lies in two core architectural elements, variables, again, which are memory, and entities, the translator, basically around that. So what I'm going to do is, and let me just jump to my further down because we talked about a lot of different things. We're just going to talk about the building blocks of topics, right? And the variables, entities, and then tools. Now, mastering these tools is what turns a simple chatbot into a truly effective digital employee. Now, today, I'm going to dive into your Microsoft Copilot Studio and show you how these components save users' input and turn unstructured chat into structured, actionable data. All right, so let's jump in. And basically what I want to do first is talk about variables. Now, the AI basically a variable is an AI short-term memory. Now, variables are components used to save users' responses and track the state of the conversation. Let's look at a simple topic like goodbye. The agent asks a question, and when you like to end your conversation. Now, when I say let's look at that, let's jump into it here. And I always remind you, go here to copilotstudio.microsoft.com. You'll get in. I'll start here. You click on your agent. We're going to go back to visit California. And then basically what we were saying is let's go find that goodbye topic. So we're going to go here to topic, and then we're going to say here goodbye, right? Now that I click goodbye, I'm able to see, let me get rid of this, right? So I'm able to see, oh my God, there's more conditions and more logic in here and a lot more things going on. Now, when the user basically says yes or no, the agent saves the decision as a Boolean variable. Now, that variable is then used in a condition node to determine the future action, either end the chat or send them back to the main menu. Variables are how your AI remembers its immediate path. You get there by basically, and I can click here. Sorry, I can click here and I can basically show you here's the identity. It's a Boolean, and you could take, you can see it here. You can also click here to see all the variables. Now, if I go in here and I want to, get a better look, I can see this is the variable property. So end conversation, it's a type, it's a Boolean, and then you just get some more information about the variables. I can also click here on all variables and I can see all variables that are in here, right? So you can see that's here. You see all the conditions and then how it connects. So that just kind of gives you a very high level understanding of variables, how they work, how they're structured. Now let's move to the second tool. The second tool is entities, the AI's translator. Entities are crucial because they identify specific predictable object in a user's message, like money, speed, or a city's name. They translate messy human language into clean data the computer can use. If you go to settings and click on entities, you'll see a list of pre-built. Here, so let's do that. We're gonna click on settings. We'll click on entities right here, and you're gonna see a list of pre-built entities right here. And you could just see more here. Let's click on, just for example, money. So if I click on money as an entity, right? when a user types, the total cost is €1,000, the pre-built money entity recognizes the phrase and cleanly extracts the numerical value 1,000. It knows that's the amount, not just a random number. So you can kind of just see here, right? So that's really cool about entity variable. Now, the true power comes when you combine these two. The data captured by a entity and the decision saved by a variable becomes the essential input for running your tool, or, used to be actions, but now, tools. Now, for example, a customer asks for a quote. An entity captures the desired product name. A variable saves the customer's email address, right? This saves data. This saved data is then passed to an action or a Power Automate flow to generate and send the quote. Now, what if you need to recognize something unique to your company, like your product SKU number? You can create a custom entity using a list of or regular expressions to teach the AI your specific language. And that just basically showed you right here. If you scroll to the top, I can just easily go here and create an entity. A register an external entity. This is a little bit more advanced, but you click that, boom, 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 and then create an entity. So I just wanted to show you that, right? So here's a high-level recap. Variables remember context, and entity captures data. Together, they turn simple chat into structured, actionable data. I encourage you to visit Copilot Studio today and check the pre-built entities list that I'm showing you here. Start thinking about one piece of data that your AI agent absolutely needs to capture to start a support ticket. Now, tell me, what is the single most important piece of data? What entity, right, does your agent need to capture to start a support ticket? Now, let me know in the comments below. And if you found this guide helpful, give it a like and be sure to subscribe for more deep dive Copilot tutorials. See you in the next one. And thanks so much for your time. All right, bye.